Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now October 15th of 2021. Now, I think a lot of Star Wars fans out there are still on edge on whether or not Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are really going to pull things off when it comes to Star Wars and exactly how Disney and Lucasfilm are going to succeed with all these new Star Wars TV shows. But, of course, we also have the opportunity to experience all of this with the Book of Boba Fett for starters by this December, followed by the Kenobi TV series that's already planned for May of 2022 and more. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, I am on Twitter at Mike01 if you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow on there. I do post a couple of fun and entertaining things from time to time and interact with you guys further. So, the thing about everything related to Disney Star Wars right now is that what Bob Chapek, the Disney CEO, is doing is that he is essentially crafting the roadmap of the Star Wars universe. And we're going to be learning more about this roadmap at Star Wars Celebration especially, and we're going to get a little tease of it at, of course, Disney Plus Day. So Disney Plus Day, which is November 12th, mark your calendars. We're going to get that official big first look at the Book of Boba Fett, as well as teases of other Star Wars TV shows like Kenobi, Andor, and more. So everything related to what Chapek, Lucas, Favreau, and Filoni are really doing is that they're setting up this big marketing move for not just on Disney Plus Day, but also for Star Wars Celebration. Now, there's one thing a lot of fans have been questioning, alright? Everything aside from the TV shows, a lot of fans have been questioning about the Star Wars movies, right? Because let's face it, Star Wars belongs on the big screen. It's exactly where it all started, and it's exactly where it should stay. Now, mind you, I do love the Star Wars franchise being, of course, in a streaming format. I kind of like the idea of TV shows. You get to go more in-depth into the characters. But let me just say that everything related to Star Wars, the true version of it is in the form of feature films, without a doubt. Now, with that being said, of course, alright, on top of all of this, with creators George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni getting ready to make major announcements at Star Wars Celebration for their plan of the future Star Wars content that's about to come out in the coming years, both Disney and Lucasfilm are also preparing to promote the Book of Boba Fett, beginning later this month into mid-November. So, however, Disney CEO Bob Chapek is creating a major plan to unveil the plans for the fourth Star Wars trilogy during Star Wars Celebration of 2022 that will dive deeper into the plan of when they want to release each and every film of the new trilogy. Now, on top of this, it's described that currently one of the significant story elements of the fourth trilogy that is currently being set up by Lucasfilm is set to involve King Valar being the first Sith Lord on the big screen to show the audience the power of essence transfer. In case you guys don't know what essence transfer is, it is transferring one's spirit from body to body. Now, the exact power that Palpatine and Plagueis have mastered in the prequels and in the sequels. This is something that is going to be seen in great detail and will be used as a way to show the fans new Force powers. The fourth trilogy will also be used as a way to introduce brand new dark side abilities that the fans have yet to have seen in live-action form. Additionally, one major plot device for the new trilogy is also going to involve a group of Jedi that are set to go on a quest to hunt down the Sith royal family on the world of Exegol. This story is said to be a trilogy where both the Sith and the Jedi are going on quests to find and destroy each other, and that the films will also tap into the origin of the Sith and the Jedi, where fans are set to learn new revelations about the past between these two opposite sides and beliefs. Now, actor Keanu Reeves is still set to portray the Sith King with Jennifer Connelly by his side as, of course, the Sith Queen Valar, who is described to have a host of new powers of her own, that she will be explored in an upcoming dedicated novel that's actually set to drop next year in 2022. Now, the Sith Queen is said to also be a character that uses essence transfer and has been going from body to body for many years. Lucasfilm was said to want to explore a type of Sith family that has been around for the ages and how they will appear to be invincible to the Jedi in this movie. Lucasfilm is currently looking for a composer that can emulate the work of John Williams to give it that Star Wars feel again with the music. John Williams is said to have declined to return to Star Wars after the sequel trilogy movies. However, additionally, actress Gal Gadot will be playing the Sith Princess in this new era of the franchise that will focus on the tragedy of her turning to the light side of the Force. Lucasfilm is set to focus on the dark side family primarily, and that the tragedy of this time, of course, will be how one falls to the light instead of the dark, and how this motivates the father and mother to intervene. Lucasfilm wants to pull things in reverse when it comes to tragedies in this trilogy, and that this is going to be fully explained in the near future by Disney CEO Bob Chapek and creator George Lucas and others. Now keep in mind, all of these characters, the Sith Queen, King, and Princess of Exegol, are all going to be explored next year in the forms of books and comics. So we're going to be learning a little bit more about them before they get this fourth trilogy rolling. Keep your eyes open. We will be going over that next year. We will be going over all of those books and comics. So, King Valar, Queen Valar, and Princess Valar, a very interesting approach of how they are using this royal Sith family, of how they used essence transfer time and time again throughout the many years. Now, essence transfer obviously has been done many times by many Sith before in the Star Wars Legends, and Star Wars canon, I must add. But when we look at Palpatine, he is the one that really used it, at least indirectly, in the sequel trilogy. We didn't get to see him use this thing, but we actually got to witness him succeeding at using the essence transfer technique. It's exactly why he's alive in that movie. When he was thrown into the pit in Return of the Jedi, down the reactor by Darth Vader, that's the exact moment in which his spirit left his body, traveled across space and time, and went into the clone body of himself, awaiting on Exegol. So that's exactly what they want to explore. They want to explore all these new types of dark side abilities. That's going to be a major theme for this new trilogy. They want to make sure that it's going to be very dark and gritty. They're going to be using a lot of aspects from Lord of the Rings as well, and mixing it up with Star Wars. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that approach of what they're trying to do, of how everything is going in reverse. Basically, this is going to be a tragedy for the princess in the actual new trilogy of films that's going to explore the tragedy of one falling to the light. So, it may work, it may not work with the audience. I mean, it may sound a little weird at first to some people out there. Who really cares about, a dark side user falling to the light? Some people may not even care about that. But I, however, think it's a very interesting and unique idea to kind of go in reverse. Again, Star Wars is all like poetry. That's the George Lucas outline. It's like poetry, it rhymes. And when you kind of pull things in reverse, it is like a parallel in a sense. So having a character and their tragedy being pretty much the opposite of what happened to characters like Anakin Skywalker and Ben Solo, now the tragedy is one falling from the dark to the light, and how that Sith royal family is going to react to that. Kind of similar to how when Anakin turned to the dark, and we saw that reaction between Padme and Obi-Wan, and how they had to intervene with Anakin Skywalker and Mustafar. You're going to have that similar scenario here with this new trilogy of films. So overall, I think that they're doing something right here. I know some fans out there are not going to be with this idea at all 100%, but we're going to be learning more about this Sith royal family in the form of books and comics next year. Again, 2022, big year for TV shows, big year for announcements and new Star Wars lore and the like. That's really going to get the ball rolling. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.